When the three worlds, including Indra, were deprived of all splendor due to the curse of Durvasa, then Indra and other deities sought refuge with Brahma. Brahma took everyone to the abode of Lord Vishnu and praised him. The Lord suggested a plan to them to make a truce with the Danavas and together churn the ocean. They were to use Mount Mandra as the churning rod and Vasuki, the serpent king, as the rope. Following the command of Sri Hari, the deities went and made a treaty with Bali, the king of Daityas. Now the deities and demons uprooted Mandra mountain and started carrying it. But they grew tired of its immense weight. Then the Lord himself appeared, lifted it, and riding on Garuda reached the seashore. When the churning of the ocean began, due to its excessive weight and the lack of base beneath it, the Mandra mountain began to sink into the ocean. Seeing this, the Lord remarked, "We forgot the one who is worshipped first, Ganesha. We must worship Ganesha so that our objective may be fulfilled." While everyone was engaged in the worship of Sri Ganesha, the Lord immediately assumed the form of an extremely massive tortoise, which is Kurma Avatar, entered the ocean and lifted the Mandra mountain upon his back, which was 1,00,000 yojanas wide. Then the deities and the demon began churning the ocean again with the great speed. The first thing to emerge from the ocean was the deadly Kalkut poison. The three worlds began to burn because of it. So Mahadev, the god of gods, consumed it. Then other treasures emerged. Among them, the wish-fulfilling cow Kamdhenu was accepted by the sages. The extremely beautiful and powerful horse named Uchchaishrava was taken by Bali, the king of Daityas. Later, the great elephant named Airavat emerged and he went to Indra, the king of deities. Everyone was desirous of the Kaustubh gem, but the Lord wore it on his neck. The Kalpavriksha, a wish-fulfilling tree, went to heaven without waiting for anyone's claim. The Apsaras also voluntarily proceeded to Swarg. Goddess Lakshmi, despite the Lord's seeming indifference, chose the all-virtuous Lord Vishnu. Varuni Devi, goddess of wine or intoxications, was eagerly taken by the Daityas. The Saranga bow could not be lifted by anyone, so Lord Vishnu took it. Moon was given to wander in the infinite sky. The Panchajanya conch was accepted by Lord Vishnu. Finally, Dhanvantari Maharaj appeared holding the Amrit Kalash, a pot of nectar of immortality, in his hands. The powerful Daityas tried to snatch the pot of nectar from him. At that moment, the Lord took the form of Mohini, captivated the Daityas, took the pot of nectar, and gave the Amrit, the nectar, to the deities. In the line of the deities, a Daitya named Rahu had disguised himself and seated himself between the sun and the moon. He was being served the nectar when the moon and the sun recognized him and immediately revealed his identity. At once, the Lord Sudarshan Chakra severed his head from his body. However, he had already consumed a small amount of nectar, and thus, even after his head was cut off, he did not die. Therefore, he was given a place among the planets. The deities had consumed the nectar and had the protection of the Lord. Consequently, the deities were victorious in the ensuing battle.
If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to join the Bhakti Doodles family.